All right, guys, we're live. Everybody, welcome back to Knuckles Family and Friends Games That Impact Us, episode 4. It has been a while since the last time we got together and talked about games. I think it's been like over a month. It's been over a month. Unfortunately, Leah is not with us right now. Her husband surprised her with dinner, so, can't get into the way of husband and wife, so we'll let them handle things. But I got Jesse, Mason, and Corey with me, and today we're going to be talking about Donkey Kong. Before we get into talk about Donkey Kong, how's everyone doing today? Like I said, it's been a while since we got together and talked about games, besides our Facebook groups, but like actually talking in virtual reality. Is Mason, are you fully recovered from ColossalCon?
Except for this. Other than that, I'm good. This was like 8 days ago, and it still looks like that.
Oh, geez, what happened?
Well, they had this. Alcohol was involved.
Oh, yeah.
I was playing beach volleyball, and let's say so some of the court had a tarp underneath of the sand, and I didn't know that. And I went to dive for a volleyball, and there was only like this much sand. So when I dove, I skid my body across the tarp and got like rug burn. Really bad.
I thought, okay, well, alcohol was involved, folks. So had there not been alcohol, you probably want to make that dive. But at least you effort. At least you gave some effort, man.
It went over the net. I got the point. It was worth it.
Did you win though? Did you guys win?
Oh yeah. It was very casual though. It was casual.
It was casual. Well, I'm glad you're all right. Glad you're safe. I'm glad you couldn't find your phone. I was following you on Instagram, on Snapchat, like you couldn't find your phone or whatever.
So the same night I went to a party and I left my phone there, and some very nice person brought it back to my room when I put it in lost mode.
Hey man, it was your first convention, right? Ever since COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So you definitely made your money's worth right there.
I guess so.
I mean, he partied and he has a scar to prove. Like, yeah, I went hard that weekend. Colossal
Hard in a
Corner
water
park. I'm glad you had a good time.
It was
I'm glad you had a good time. Good. Jesse and Corey, how are you guys doing?
I'm very tired. I went to Philly today with my mom. It was like a late birthday thing. I took her to round 1, and I got my butt kicked in bowling, and I'm really embarrassed because I used to like be in a bowling league, so I used to like do that, and my first 3 frames I did not hit a single pin. And then other than that, we kind of were even in skee ball. She kicked my butt in this Hot Wheels game.
Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver?
It was not, dude. If there was competitive Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver, you could bet your butt I would be the #1 in the world.
Talk that shit. Talk that shit.
Yeah, so I took it around 1. That was awesome, but I couldn't play fighting games with her. Which is, okay, real quick, I just want to say, it was really weird because the round 1 had an arcade cabinet for Blaze Blue Continuum Shift 2.
Don't they have... That's surprising.
Yeah!
Most of the fighting games there are, like, it's a machine that has, like, an emulator, right?
Sort, yeah.
Like, you scroll through on the same machine, like, which game you want to play.
Yeah, but it's like an arcade... It's like a proper arcade emulator, so it's like...
Yeah.
They usually have... Like, the Blaze Blue game they usually have is Central Fiction. But for some reason it was Continuum Shift 2, and the weird thing is this is like a new round 1 that just opened up recently, whereas the round 1 that's in Exton that's been around for a while has like Central Fiction and Tekken 7 and Street Fighter 5 and whatnot, but this was like only old games and then also Cross Tag Battle, which I mean I don't care about that game, so
I still gotta go to round 1. I still got to go there.
It is a wonderful time. Just be prepared that you're going to spend a lot of money. Not because it's expensive, because I actually think it's like in the middle between cheap and expensive as far as arcades in general go, but there's just a lot to do there.
We'll have to set up a day for us all to go, honestly.
I can walk there.
You could walk there?
To
I
which
thought you were
one?
in Philly.
And one in Philly.
Really? Like the one
There's
in like
one in Philly? I thought there's
Center-
one only in Exton.
The one in the fashion district.
Yeah, that was the one I went to today.
Yeah, I live in Center City.
Dude, there were
Hey,
so many in
hit them up.
in the fighting games section. There were so many games with just blank screens. I had to say, I was a little disappointed with that round one. I get that it's in Center City, so it's going to have a lot more people going to it than the one in Exton. But there were a lot of games that weren't working properly.
I'm not even surprised.
That's not surprising. So, Jesse, how are you doing today?
Good. Yeah, we just got back from vacation last week. We went to Wisconsin, visit the Coils. We played lots of D&D. I did cliff jumping, and I jumped, I think it was like 15 or 20 feet into water.
Dang.
A little cove there that like had a rock that was kind of going over it. I scraped my knee and my elbow just a tiny bit, nowhere near what Mason did, but the waves were pretty rough and the water's pretty cold. I only jumped in once. If it was more calm and warm, I would have been doing that all day. But like it was hard to get out because of how rough the waves were, because you just had to kind of grab the rock and pull yourself up. Yeah, and then we did rafting. It was pretty cool.
That's good. Good.
Yeah.
Happy you had a good time. I mean, I had a rough day, but now it's better now because I'm talking to you guys, because I was recording some Mortal Kombat 2 for my Throwback Thursday edition, and that game's a fucking great A-ho. When you find against the CPUs, they literally, it's like they know like everything you're doing. Like arcade games back in the day with the CPUs are some bunch of bullshit. Like they are a bunch of bullshit. I was getting mad. Like I was getting really, really pissed. Like I had to like take a break, but, like let me calm my nerves right now because I'm just literally getting fucking frustrated. So you should look out for that video on Thursday. Clearly, I'm gonna edit the video because like it took me forever to like finish that game. Like I don't want to touch that game again after I'm done with that. Like oh no, I'm done with that. No, I'm moving on.
My hot take is that Mortal Kombat 1 through 3 are unplayable.
I love 3.
Three is when the whole combo system started. I think people were getting competitive and stuff like that. But like, it's honestly more fun to fight against your friends. Fighting against the CPU, it's just I can't. Like it's.
I do think.
Anyway, we're moving on. We're moving on. I don't want to think about any bad memories right now. So finally, we're on episode 4 with Games and Packed Us, and we're going to be talking about Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3. Now I'm already going to shut up from the bat. I didn't play much of 3. I really played 1 and 2. I believe 3 came out like the last kind of like this Super NES is like last years of like being relevant, so the whole N64 came into play. But like I said, I only played mainly through 1 and 2. But 1 was one of the first games I got for the Super NES, and by all means, I love that game. It touches dearly to me. Very fucking difficult. I mean, as a kid, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was just jumping around. I think when it got to like the ice levels, I'm just like, okay, this game is really starting to get like really, really difficult. And I didn't really bother with the whole. I think you have to get 101%, 101% to actually like 100% that game. If I'm correct, if I'm wrong, does anyone know?
It's something. It's above 100. I don't remember exactly what they call it. But
the second one you get up to 102, and I think the third is 103.
Probably.
I think you have to like finish all the bonus levels. I think you have to. You try to get like on the Kong letters and number 1 to get like that 101 percentage. I can't remember.
Kong letters are just for lives. You have to find the DK coins.
Okay. I mean, I don't want to try with that at all before I get extremely frustrated with that. But no. But no, the other country, let's say we're gonna focus on 1, then 2, then later on 3. But like I said, I didn't play much of 3. But number 1, what'd you guys think about the first Donkey Country? Like how would you like I said? I guess in our discussion we always talk about is it still playable to this day? Which I think it still is. Like, you just need to have the skill in order to finish that game. Honestly,
I absolutely think it's still playable.
Yeah, I will say though, I think, and we can talk about this more later. But I think 2 is such a better game that I don't ever touch 1 anymore.
well,
It's not that the
2
first
is
one's
definitely
bad, it's just
if
two is
we're
so
kind of
good.
rank. No, if we're kind of rank them, 2's the best. Then, like I said, I didn't play much of 3, so maybe it's not fair for me to say. But like, I'll go from 2, 1, and 3, from the best to the worst in all the categories of that game. If does anyone disagree to that, or
No,
No, I
fair.
think that's fair.
I think
That's fair.
number 2. I don't know what like. See, I'm trying not to just look through it with nostalgia glasses, because number 2 is one of the first games like I have living memory of.
That's what I met you guys when I was went over to your house when we were kids. You had that game, and I played that game for the first time. I was wondering, yo, when I can ever play this game?
Yeah. So I recently, maybe it was, I think over our anniversary weekend, Sarah and I stayed home. We played Donkey Kong Country 2. And then she wanted to relax and play some Animal Crossing because of how stressful the game is. So I went and actually beat Donkey Kong Country 1 all in one day.
Wow.
And I don't know what it is, but just like, maybe it's the music isn't as good. But it like part of it almost felt like somewhat empty compared to Donkey Kong Country 2. But it could just be my nostalgia goggles.
It could be. I think number 1 has some very good music. Like I said, I feel as though they definitely did a great job with number 2. Like number 2 is, like I said, I don't get too much in number 2. I want to go focus on number 1. Focus on number 2 is just so much better. Like, not to say the number 1 is bad, but like they made it like 10 times better. We can get to all that later. But
Yeah.
I think maybe if you start with the first one, maybe things would have maybe you think that you have a different like reaction from it if you start with the first one.
Yeah, like not that I didn't enjoy playing it. It just like I think by the time the second one came out, like they knew what Donkey Kong meant, and it seemed like they were trying to like figure out the identity of Donkey Kong in the first one. Like the bosses were kind of really lame in the first one.
Yeah, they were all pretty much just jump on the thing's head 3 times and it dies.
Yeah.
I think the toughest one had to be the B was if honestly I think the B was more easier if you had Diddy because how he holds the barrel like right in front of him, whereas DK he holds the barrel above him. So like I think obviously Diddy's the better player of the 2, but like yeah, to Mason's point, the B was the only different boss of that one.
I had a really hard time with I think it was the bird that you fight or the ostrich. I think it's the last time you fight him right before King K. Rool.
Yeah.
That was the one I didn't understand what I needed to do to beat him. Like it just somehow
It was the
I beat
pattern of how
just
many
moved.
times he throws the nuts at you. Like you have
yeah,
to
just
like
somehow I beat him, and I was really confused.
I apologize if I make
it was-
weird faces. I am playing Donkey Kong Country 2 as we speak.
I like that. No, I like that because if you have the Switch online, you can play that game for free.
All 3
no.
of them.
I'm emulating it, but I do have Switch Online, and I own this game, so it's legal for me to emulate it.
I think maybe it was like the levels didn't seem to really progress in terms of like theme in the first one, whereas the second one I felt like there was more of a coherent theme within the levels, like progressing for each world. Like
Yeah, each world in Donkey Kong Country 1 doesn't really seem like it has like a theme with the levels based off of it. It feels like the levels have themes and each world can have a level of that theme.
Mhm.
I think the only theme that you can definitely say, you know what it was the fourth one. That was the snow level, the ice world. That you can say, okay, that's definitely an ice world level. And then, honestly, I know it might not be they had the best presentation, but like the factory one, that one was kind of like a theme a little bit in the first one. But I see what you guys are saying though.
But if you're going to the second world, the second world has like some like these temple looking levels, and then it has
it's a temple, yeah.
and then it has a cave, and then it has like the minecart level, and then it has a factory. It's not the same as like the factories later on, but like it looks like a factory with like all the girders hanging from the ropes from the ceiling.
Yeah.
It's not cohesive at all.
It's not. The only cohesive thing that I saw is the fact every boss you're playing in a room full of bananas. That's the only cohesive
you're trying to
thing
get the bananas back.
I know exactly. Yeah, I know. But I think I can already predict that we have much to say about number 2. But if you guys can remember, at least from the first one, what was your least favorite level and your favorite level? That was your least favorite level.
Yes.
So that
you know how to do the trick on the minecart though. You know how to do the trick on that from when you start.
Probably.
I know
not.
there's a secret.
I found it by accident. When I was little, I was just fed up with the level because I hated it, and I jumped over the cart and I missed it. And there was a barrel like off the bottom of the screen that takes you to the end of the level. Before the era of the internet, I accidentally found it.
Yep.
And the other level that I hated was the one with the stop go switch in the second world. And
with the Kremlins?
I was joking with a friend and was like, nah, I'm leaving. And I walked back through the entrance and it just completes the level for you. I think like almost every level, if not like 90% of them, have like a shortcut in that game. There's shortcuts all over the place.
And I mean to cut you off. I remember this one time was me and Jesse. When he was back living in Fairless Hills. Where it was on the ice level. I forgot which level it was in there. So Jesse, one of us is playing the game. One of us falls down, like, oh shit, we're dead. And we hit the barrel, and it took us all the way to the end of the level. We're like, oh, we're fucked, we're dead. Like, oh snap, stick a barrel. And yeah, that.
There's so many of them in this game. So many of them.
There's so many. One of those I hated was. It was okay. Hold on. I'm about to check out rest. You guys keep on talking. I'm about to go. Find the level real fast.
My memory is fuzzy, but I think my least favorite level is there's this one with these ropes in the ice world, and depending on like the color of the rope, when you grab it, you automatically slide up or down. But that might be Donkey Kong Country too.
It was like blue or ice.
I think that's Donkey Kong Country 1, but I hated that level.
Yeah.
Because you're forced to move quick, but not like running, just like jumping off ropes.
Oh, Mason, I know what you're talking about. Hold on. I know what you're talking about. Hold on. What the show it right now? Share screen.
I just glitched the game because I'm on the first water level, and I glitched the game where I was in the air, like above water, but it thought I was in water. That is so weird.
Mason, was it this level you're talking about?
Yeah. Not a huge fan of that level.
I hated this level. This is the one level that I hated though. What levels that I hated? Let's see. Trying to like.
Just didn't love this world in general.
Yeah. No, this level I freaking hated. It was like towards the. Oh god, this thing is like. It was like towards the end. We gotta go bounce on that damn thing.
This one, there's a secret. Oh, there he is. I was like, there's a secret in this one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I had a lot of trouble with those levels.
Yeah, I hated this one.
I felt like that meme of Ben Affleck where he's like has his eyes closed and he's smoking.
Yeah.
That's how I felt the entire time playing this game.
Yeah. I like the frog animal though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss the frog in Country 2 not being there.
Yeah, I hated this part right here. Like I hated this part. Like it was honestly it was like as a kid I thought it was impossible to finish it without the frog because he was the only one that could like jump on the damn bee.
So he's grabbing every Kong letter, which I guess you need all the Kong letters to get 101%.
Yeah. I'll be like, nah, that's a no for me, dog, right there. But no.
Or this person just doesn't know. I don't know.
No, I hate that level though. Like I hated that level. The level that I liked, I can't really remember. I can definitely tell the levels that I hated compared to the levels that I liked. I can't think of a level that I liked. Not to say I hate the game or anything like that, but I can't think of any level that I hated though.
I honestly, so I should also preface what I'm about to say by saying that I have played the first world of Donkey Kong Country 1 a million times over,
Yeah.
and I don't think I've made it. I haven't made it very far past the second world, if I have made it past the second world. But it didn't feel like Donkey Kong Country 1 had any exceptional levels. They had good levels, but nothing that was like mind-blowing. Whereas like there are very, very vivid memories of levels that I absolutely love from Country 2.
Yeah, no, I agree. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it's not really a level, but I really, really enjoyed the music from the water levels in the first one. It was very like nice, calm, and relaxing. Like I thought the water level music was just amazing. But I honestly can't think of a level that I actually really liked. I guess maybe the first water level. I guess that I don't know. Like
So I
they really,
hated
like I
that
said,
level.
they really say what?
I hated that level.
Well, there's
First
different
water
versions
level?
of it though. There was one water level where the octopus is chasing you, and then there's one water level when it's like all misty and stuff like that.
I mean, like,
And that one,
the very first one I didn't like, and the only reason I didn't like it is because, like Corey, I probably played the first two worlds a million times as a kid, and it got to the point where I could basically get through any of those levels blindfolded as fast as possible, like just running through it. But the water level you can't just run through because it feels like you can only swim so fast, and it just like it just feels like slow motion compared to everything else that I was doing.
Yeah. Honestly, man, I can't think of a level that I really like. I don't think there really was a level that I love. I can only say I like the music more than I like the actual level itself. I guess we can probably all agree.
Stands out. I played 2 a lot more.
Yeah.
Ironically, as much as I played all 3 of the games, I did not beat 2 until over this pandemic.
Well, 2 is also ridiculously hard.
Yeah, the last world.
Pause. Actually, let's get into number 2 right now, because there wasn't much to say about number 1. Let's get
before we jump over. Fun fact: I learned this from Did You Know Gaming. When they were designing the levels in Donkey Kong, they actually drew them out on sticky notes, and they would draw out like we'll call them like traps on like each sticky note at a time on like what you would encounter in like that block of the level. And I just thought it was cool that they like use sticky notes to design the levels, and then they would like build them that way, kind of like puzzle piecing them together.
I believe Mario is made similarly, not sticky notes specifically, but they drew everything out and then blocked it together.
Yeah,
no, you're right.
Maybe
it was hand drawn. I remember reading Mario. Anyway.
Yeah, but no, F Mario though. It's
baby. Real quick, while we're on the topic of Mario, RL, did you see that Miyamoto admitted to being into cat girls as well?
He what?
Yeah, I checked that with RL. Yeah, he said that's the reason why Peach was put in Super Mario 3D World, is because he thought cat girls were sexy.
So he wanted to see Peach in a cat girl outfit.
Yeah.
Yo, you did say that.
I gotta go.
I just think that's hilarious. Anyways,
that is funny. That is funny. No, we touched on that a different day, but no, we get to number 2 right here, man. And 2, and the more I think about it, I understand number 1, they're getting bananas. 2 had was like a simple story. Donkey Kong is captured. Diddy and Dixie have to Trixie. Is it Trixie or it's Trixie? Or Dixie?
It's Dixie.
Dixie with a D.
Dixie. Okay. All right. Dixie and Diddy and Dixie have to save Donkey Kong. You know what's funny? They said that Diddy is the better character out of Dixie.
Agreed.
Because he can do like better things, but like I was honestly playing Dixie more than I like playing as Diddy Kong. Due to the whole helicopter air.
But it's slower, and that's why she's considered worse. She's not as fast as Diddy. Diddy can just do whatever he wants, but she's definitely safer, and there's definitely a few points that, especially as a kid, when you were jumping from like hook to hook, because the game has those kind of like puzzles, that it just felt safer that you could fly or hover. But you don't need her.
No, I can see that. I can see that. But I mean, but number two, man, they made this game like 10 times better. And Jesse and Courtney, thank you guys for letting me be friends with you guys. Because honestly, without hanging out, maybe in the future I would have played it, but like without meeting you guys, I never would have played Donkey Kong Country 2 and just fell utterly in love with that game. And as you guys were saying, from the first one, each theme you know what it was about. The first one, pirate theme. Second one, lava world. Third one, swamp. Fourth one, the crusty what was it called, like the theme park or whatever. But it was crazy. It was
Yeah.
a theme park, then later turned into the whole beehive thing, which is like kind of weird.
And then you left the beehive back into the theme park. It was strange.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. Then the fifth one was the like scary level.
What I really like
Sixth
about
one
the first world is the final boss in the first game is Captain K. Rool, and then you start off the second game on the ship.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I never beat the first one up until our anniversary weekend, and then my mind was blown that it even had like the same music from.
They go right into it.
Yeah, I liked it. I just finished on where I left off, though. But I mean, the second one, and there was a lot more stuff to get. Collecting those coins, for when you get to that secret world, because those secret worlds
Those are hard.
They were a bitch. I can already the animal level world, animal something. I mean, I don't. Maybe I'm over exaggerating, but like that had to be the hardest level in the game.
The one where you have to go through.
That was the most.
You use every animal.
Yeah, that level was extremely difficult, especially when you get to the bird when the freaking wind would. Oh my god! Oh, the wind on that was just annoying. Now, awesome music. Like Bramble Blast music is probably my most favorite music in the game. Awesome music.
That's probably my favorite level, but I also hate. No, I love that level and I hate it.
Yeah, because like it, like
it makes you want to kill myself.
If it didn't have that music, I would hate it.
Which version?
The music is just too good.
Which version of the one you're in the barrels the whole entire time, or the second one in the theme park stage, or the
I'm talking about
friends?
specifically Bramble Blast, specifically the first time you see it. I feel like it's the least frustrating version.
Yeah, I give them credit for like making a level like that, but like,
and then I also hate the one that you have to race the other bird.
Oh my god!
That is probably where I lost most of my lives when I just played through this over this. Oh gosh, I gotta say summer, but I guess it was last summer. I think I lost 90% of lives lost was against the bird race. I must have been doing it for hours.
Yeah. All right. So I want to go over course. So, listen, what did you like about number 2 out of like all the 3 of the Donkey Kong levels?
I think it just had like the best level design. I feel like the level design in Donkey Kong Country 1, from what I've played, like even recently, is just a little more frustrating early on. Yeah, bland and a little frustrating. I feel like there's more of a difficulty curve with Donkey Kong Country 2, at least like a more clear one, because it felt like the obviously the hard levels in Donkey Kong Country 2 are significantly harder, but I feel like it started off a little easier and then ramped up, whereas like it kind of felt like a plateau from what I played in Donkey Kong Country 1. That's just me though. I think the level design is so awesome in this game. The music is one of like the best SNES soundtracks of all time. And it's way better than the first game, which already had a great soundtrack. I feel like this game has a faster pace to it. Like I can really get a lot of enjoyment out of like blazing through these levels.
It's because you don't have Donkey Kong. That's it. That's because you have Dixie and Diddy. There's no slow character in this game.
Yeah. No, absolutely right. You're right about that. Jesse, what did you like about number 2?
See, it's so hard to pick one thing. Because there's much.
You can say multiple things. You don't have to just say one thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I just like the whole like theme of the of the game. There's something about like the pirate theme and the progression of the themes and the levels that just I really like. Like just the whole aesthetic of the game and art direction, I think is what I really appreciate in that game.
Mm.
And
Hey,
the
Mason, what
music.
did you like?
I said,
I mean,
and the
we can
music.
talk about the music all day. So we can talk about the music all day. Hey, Mason, what did you like a lot about Talking Your Country too?
I mean, a lot of the same that Corey said. It felt like that you could ramp your way into it. And yes, it does get really hard, but I feel like the game sets you up to like be able to speed run itself.
Yeah.
So the replayability of the game was just really high because you could like blaze through the first world, and then even after the first world alone, like you hit some bumps in like World 2, but it wasn't anything crazy. And then like hopefully by then you were like good enough to like try to blaze through the rest of the game, and you probably weren't just because the difficulty curve of the game. So it was like reset, let's go again until you got like good enough to like be able to react to everything. It just felt like the game was fighting back without actually doing anything to like frustrate you, except for a few choice levels.
I really like how it tests you. I don't mind difficulty, like
Because it doesn't feel
it's not
unfair.
like-
It's
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
I think
It's
that's
not like-
an important distinction between Donkey Kong 1 and Country 2 is that there are quite a few early levels, like the minecart level, because I didn't know about the skip. The minecart level feels really unfair, and it's early on, whereas like all of the difficulty curve in this game feels like it's deserved.
Right.
Mhm. Yeah, and like
And
I
also
said,
the
like
minecart
how
level doesn't. The first one doesn't feel frustrating in Country 2, the roller coaster.
Yeah,
levels.
I actually really like the roller
those
coaster
don't feel
level.
frustrating at all. Like I think
No.
they might be harder than the original minecart level, but it doesn't just throw you in blind. Like it's like, hey, this is how this works.
the
and they
only
show you
thing,
everything.
I think the only difficult minecart one is when the that ghost is chasing you, and you might accidentally hit like the minus countdown or the positive countdown.
I
That was
think that's
probably
one
the
of the
most
few levels
annoying
that
one.
does feel frustrating. That's like, especially because the game is like teaching you that you need to jump to get the barrels, and there's that
Yeah.
one that if you jump, then it's the minus. But
Like, it teaches you a lot. Like
in the game's
especially if
defense,
you're-
you can miss like 2 or 3 of those without losing the level.
which ones?
The plus and minus barrels, you can miss. I don't know if
yeah.
it's 2 or 3, but it's not just one and you're done.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. And I like how I said the game tests you. Like I said, I don't mind difficulty games. Like it's not like it's unbeatable, but also another core thing with the game is that levels you'll see like a banana arrow that's pointing you, hey, go this way because you gotta get all the DK coins. Which I didn't mind that, but the annoying DK coins is when it was at the end of the level when it's like you have to jump on the little target.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know
if
why
you-
they did that.
that was annoying because if you mess it up, you got
They did the whole level
play the
again.
level all over again.
There's only a couple in the game that are like that, but I don't know why they chose to do that. That always
I don't-
seems strange to me because like a lot of the games seem very well thought out, and then we're just gonna have a random 1 in 5 chance of grabbing the DK coin on this level.
Yeah, that was one annoying thing about the game. And then there's also the bonus levels. You gotta like either find the star, beat all the enemies. And some of them were like a little bit difficult to get to sometimes. Not extremely difficult, but like I remember one level where it was like you had to grab the cannonball to go like all the way back. No. He shoots the cannonball. You have to like jump on enemies. Like I think you gotta backtrack or something, or forward. I'm not sure.
Is
But
it a
like, you had to
lava
jump in
level?
the enemy. It was a swamp level. It was a swamp level.
Oh, not exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, you had to like either go forward or backward for the ball to get the cannon.
Because the
when
cannon is in the
cannon
middle.
light
There's
up.
like a swamp on both sides. The cannon's in the middle, and the ball is like
Yeah,
I don't know. It's on one of the sides.
Yeah, then you get into that, and then you gotta go to the bonus level. So, and a lot of those bonus levels are like really easy. Well, no, I was the correction. Some of them were difficult. I can't remember. I can't remember certain ones, unfortunately, but I really did like when I. So actually, no. So I'm getting ahead of myself. What was your favorite animal in that one? Because the spider was pretty cool.
I mean, I think Spider's everybody's favorite. Spider's OP.
My favorite is the snake.
So I didn't like the snake because the snake replaced the frog, so I was sad.
Yeah,
They
he
do the
did
same
replace
thing.
them.
They do the same thing,
Yeah.
except the snake does
And he-
that bobble thing.
He was the first one that actually turned into the animal where you're like you play as the snake the whole entire time.
Which is my favorite level.
Oh, that's
Which
your
is
favorite
why-
level.
That's
that's
my
a good
favorite level, which is why the snake is my favorite animal.
As a kid,
Oh,
my
man.
favorite level was the first one that you got the spider.
Yeah,
I think
I
it's
used
that
to,
lava
like
level.
Hothead Heap.
Yeah, I
think
used to just fool
played
around.
through
I used to just like I don't know, mess around like in that level when I was little. I would just walk back and forth in that level for like an hour, and then before I moved on, just like shoot things. I don't know what I was doing as a little kid, but
Yeah.
I remember playing that level a lot.
The only thing that I didn't do that wasn't smart was, like I said, I didn't know what to do at the time. It's like I'll finish a level, right? And I'll go straight to the new level. And what sucks is that I go straight to the new level, not knowing what I was getting myself into. I keep on dying and dying. I'm like, oh crap, I can't save. What I should have done was, before I go to the new world, save my progress first, because when you start a new level, either you might have finished 1 or 2 levels before you get to a save spot. Because if you go to a new level without any lives, like maybe 1 life left, have no knowledge what you're about to run into, you're gonna shoot yourself in the foot and just be like, oh shit, I died. Now I got to do that shit all over again. Like that. I wish they would have like saved it for you automatically, but no, you have to save yourself. And you have to pay to save too. That kind of low key bothered me, but like it taught me a couple of things though, at least. So
I thought that was a weird choice that you had to pay to save. But whatever. It's not like the game doesn't give you money.
Didn't it reset your lives too when you reloaded?
It might
Yes.
have, probably.
Does it not do that in the first game?
It
Oh, it
does.
absolutely did.
I don't. Yeah, I think it. Did.
I didn't understand why they included that.
Because old games just did that, I feel like.
I don't think Super Mario World did that.
Super Mario automatically saved.
I don't know, actually.
Anytime you finish a level of Super Mario World, it said save and continue.
No, it was
No, that was
only
the castles and the boot
it was the
houses.
castles and the special levels.
Oh,
And the boot houses or whatever, right?
Oh, that I don't remember.
I don't know.
And any of the levels unlocked the question or the exclamation blocks, like the color blocks. Those two. So
Yeah, that's what I meant by the special levels.
Oh,
Sorry.
No, you're good. What was the one?
Wait, we have to
I'm looking
rewind.
for the-
We have to rewind to animals for a second. Can I
Oh, yeah.
express how much I hate the anglerfish?
Yeah,
The one that
that's
you
fair.
You didn't like
every
them?
time you
Charges up and then
every
jump-
time you turned around, it just your screen was just like white, and it just blinded you. I felt like it was gonna have a
yeah.
feature. And then when I played it
Oh.
on the Switch, they changed it, and the screen doesn't flash white anymore.
Oh
So, like-
God! Wait, I should
Oh,
be
I
playing it
forgot
on my
about
Switch
that.
Yeah, for real.
I
Just play it on your
forgot
Switch.
about
Don't play an SNES version because it doesn't flash.
No. Yo, speaking of the fish of the water, one of the levels I hated was when it was I forgot which level it was. I think it was in the swamp level where that piranha fish, the water's rising.
Yeah,
and
that one was
whatnot,
annoying. The purple piranha
and
just
it
chased
gets higher, and then you had to get that invincibility to get either the secret level or the DK coin for you to get it. Like I hate it level. Like my heart would just pound every time I just dropped into the wild. I was like, oh no, I'm dead. Oh my god. I can never tell you I hate that level. There's a bunch of levels that I freaking hated. But my favorite animal was like I said was the spider. Corey, what animals? Squid. Yeah, there we go. He was the best one. Corey liked the snake. Jesse, which animal did you like?
I'd say the snake too. I also really
I
like
think
the level.
his name was Radley or something.
It was rat, something like that.
Radley the rattlesnake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you kind of
Yes,
brought
Riley.
up these levels before and the animals. With Tropical Freeze and Donkey Kong Country Returns, those were like the two biggest disappointments for me. you only get the Rhino, and all like the bonus levels are all repeated in Donkey Kong Country Returns and Tropical Freeze. Like there might be like 10 or 15 different types, but you'll just keep doing them in the levels, like the same ones.
I couldn't get into that game, but that's a different story.
Yeah, I couldn't get into either of those either.
I really like them.
I heard they're good. My brother says they're great, but I go back and I play the original 3 Donkey Kong Countries so much that like the change in physics is really hard to like get used to. Like it's pretty jarring. My brother who plays the new ones all the time is like, yeah, I can't go back to the originals anymore because I just die. Because I just like forget that there's not like a 1 second delay every time I press anything.
There's not. No, okay. Before I want to get into level. So I just want to touch on Donkey Kong Country 2 a little bit. What was the most annoying boss you have to face? Now I besides Captain K. Rool, because he was annoying with the freaking like little blue, red, purple clouds. Especially when we got to the last one. Like, but minus him. What was your most frustrating boss fight? And I'll start off with the B. Because every time, because you can't really hit him directly, I had to hit the goddamn stinger. And then when it got smaller and smaller, it just got more annoying. Maybe playing it now, it won't be as annoying, but as a kid, I freaking hated that boss fight. That boss fight annoyed the hell out of me.
As a kid, the crows, both the first and the second one, really bothered me. Because I felt like I could never line up like the egg correctly. But now that doesn't give me any issue, and I think it's easier to do it as Diddy versus Dixie. And I was little, I played Dixie more, so maybe that was part of my issue. But now I think the boss that I hate the most is the one that looks like the guy that guards the secret world.
The Golden Barrel.
Yeah, Cudgel.
Really?
Yeah.
He wasn't so bad. I don't think he wasn't so bad. Like he was pretty easy to me. I mean, guys, like to each their own, but like he wasn't so bad though.
I feel like I just get impatient and then I don't like count his pattern. And that boss you can't rush. You literally just have to wait for him to finish his pattern before you can do anything. And I just get ahead of myself and he kills me. It's definitely not the sword. Like I thought he was scary when I was little, but I never had any issues with him ever.
I'm about to say the bosses in this game are badasses. I ain't gonna front. Like the bosses are like pretty cool. But then, yeah, that sword was like, yeah, as a kid you were like, yo, what the hell? This is not Donkey Kong S. This is some underworld shit right here.
I am the outlier of this conversation. I think he's my hardest boss. The sword.
Oh, okay.
I can't really put my finger on why. Though I should preface that by saying I've never fought K. Rool or the Ghost Crow.
Okay.
K. Rool is annoying.
Yeah.
Like that's why I minus him. Especially I
think I died more against Cudgel than K. Rool though. Like I don't know. I respected K. Rool as the final boss, so I didn't rush it. But like Cudgel, I just like died to over and over again because I was like, he's not a real boss.
Yep. Wait, so Corey, you said was the sword difficult on the second form or both forms?
It's difficult for both forms for me to this day. I can't really I don't think that it's objectively a hard fight, and I understand that other people seem to have a decent time with him, but for some reason it just doesn't click for me.
Jesse?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really gotten. I think when I beat it was when I was in like high school, so I really don't remember the other bosses in Donkey Kong Country 2, aside from the first two, which were the ones that I really fought a lot as a kid, because I think I couldn't really get much farther than that as a kid. But I remember like kind of being afraid of the sword guy.
I said that too. I was scared of him, but I never lost to him.
Spooky ghost.
It just wasn't it's supposed to be a kid-friendly game, and you want to hear it like a demon sword. It's like you're kind of going out the box right here. But no, I want to show this to Corey real fast. This is the last fight against K. Rool. The actual 102%. It's not a pleasant fight at all. It is
Oh,
not a
right,
pleasant
because he
fight.
has a second. He has like a second version to it, right?
Yeah, and it's like one hit. Like you gotta, it's a one hit hit a kill for him. Well, not when I kill for him, but like you just gotta throw the ball once. But it's like extremely difficult though. Like
This is
I hate that
Whoa.
pattern. And I think the purple cloud reverses the controls. I believe.
I can't remember.
Whoa!
What is
Whoa!
this
What is
nonsense?
going on?
It cheated.
Like,
Oh, mama, this is oh. Oh man, no.
I'm scared.
This is stressing me out so much. I told Sarah if I ever die that she has to beat this game with Harper. Like that's on my bucket list for them to do is to beat
It's
this
like
game.
your bucket list. What?
Well, whatever. Like if I was to die, they have to beat this game for me.
Yeah, just think that's only just one. You only had to do it just once. You got to throw the ball to it once. But when I first saw it, I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, that
Like,
cable
I didn't know
makes me,
about. I didn't know about throwing. I didn't know about throwing your partner right up there. I was like, wait, what?
K rule from the first game makes that like I don't know. The K rule from the first game is so easy compared to that one.
Yeah,
That one's so nonsense.
It was ridiculous, man. But like I said, especially if the purple clouds hit you and it reverses the controls,
You're
it's
done.
like, oh my god, no, it's bad.
What I
but-
hate about the first K rule is you think you win and you don't know anything about the game because the internet's not like a big thing yet, and the credits start rolling, and then he gets up and he just attacks you, and I'm like, I just died because I didn't.
Yeah,
know
it says the end question mark. It's like that's a hoe move right there. It's like I get you.
The game constantly does that to you. That's what like Corey was saying. It's like the game isn't hard; it's just mean.
Yeah, it's dumb. It's so dumb. But now, were you guys able to like play all the secret levels in Donkey Kong Country 2?
At one point, not like recently.
I have not made it past the spider level from the Ghost World ever.
Very, very difficult. Like I said, if people think like the worlds are difficult, when they get to the secret levels in that secret world, yeah, you're gonna be like, yo, like there was actually one. Oh, the one enemy. I hate this enemy. He was in the secret world too. It's the one enemy that it's one of those Kremlins that's in the barrel and tries to like push you off. Like there's different. Like there's the green one, that's the regular one. There's the yellow one that takes bananas. There's the red TNT one, and there's the black one that just takes your life. Like, yeah, they has like the red eyes in it.
Gotta be him.
Yeah, and in that level, there were a bunch of them. Like it was annoying. And then there was the barrel that had like Diddy's or Dixie's face on it. Like, tell you man, those secret levels are no joke. This game definitely challenged you. Like,
sure.
number one had its moments, but number two, man, was just it was fun challenging. Like it was. I'm not wrong. I got frustrated, but like I still had fun with the game though, even though it was difficult as hell. Like I said, it definitely gives you replay value too. Because let's be real, when you first finish this game, you're not trying to collect everything. You're like, oh wait, there's Yoshi, Link, Mario. I could be up there. I get those certain amount of coins. I'm like, oh great, oh cool, okay, bet. But man, like it's just very fun game, very challenging. Honestly, to me, it's still the best Donkey Kong game out there. I mean, I know that's saying a lot, but I just can't. The impact that I have for that game is just like I actually when we're done talking about this, I might just play Donkey Kong Country 2 again, just to have fun with that
Was
game.
that the
again.
first crossover? Having Link and
Crossover?
Mario in Donkey Kong Country 2?
Probably.
I
No,
think
wait.
so.
Super Mario Kart.
Super Mario Kart.
Oh yeah.
It
Oh,
had
yeah.
Donkey Kong Jr.
Yeah.
Junior, Donkey Kong Junior in that game. Yeah, that's right. Honestly, when you think about it, no disrespect to Super Mario Kart, but that game, I think everyone started with Mario Kart 64.
I
don't
didn't.
think a lot of people start.
I didn't have an N64 until the GameCube came out, so I survived off of Super Nintendo forever, and I had 60 games.
Oh, there you go.
I still have all of them. Yeah, my parents would just buy
Wow.
things at yard sales, so. And I still like Mario Kart SNES more than the 64.
You're crazy.
I actually don't like Mario Kart 64 at all. I think it's the worst.
I tried playing the Super Mario Kart, and I'm like, the controls.
It's hard. It's very hard to get used to.
I couldn't.
It doesn't really feel like any of the other ones.
I definitely agree that Mario Kart 64 is not as good, because I feel like maybe it's because of the place that I work at, but like everyone that I talk to about Mario Kart games at my job always talks about how much they love Mario Kart 64. Best Mario Kart game. It's so good. I don't think any of them have played that game recently.
Yeah.
And if they have, they haven't played.
I can still play it. I can still play it. It's not fun with it. I'm not going to go and say it is the best one. And this will low-key bother me. I don't mean to like get on stage subject or anything like that, but I know it's a slight issue. It's not the big issue. When I'm playing with 4 or 3 people, I hate the fact that there's no music. Like that low key really bothered me. I hate it. I'm like, why?
And now we're out of memory.
Yeah, like I'm like, okay, I'm now even Diddy Kong Racing did that.
Diddy Kong Racing is the superior racing game on that console.
On the console, yes.
Yes.
Well, honestly, I don't.
That's why I had that suffix there.
Well, actually, I don't know.
That could be. Actually, no. That could be our next topic. Let's not get into that. Let's not talk about it. That could be our next topic. Honestly, now I think about it. Good job, Mason. Good idea right there. I don't want to get.
I think we should just talk about kart racing games in general, so that I can talk about Crash Team Racing.
Yeah, we can do that. We'll do that.
Yeah.
All right, so
because Crash Team Racing is easily the best kart racing game that has ever existed.
All right, we can get into that. We're gonna get into that next topic then. Now let's get into, I guess, the black sheep of the series, and that's Donkey Kong Country 3. And I gotta say this, man, I feel as though Donkey Kong got disrespected because the fact that it's called Donkey Kong Country and he's not in 2 and he's not in 3, he's captured in 2 and 3 again. Same thing with Diddy, so it's like for the start of the show, he's barely in 2 and 3, so I feel as though the disrespect was shown right there. But number 3, like I said, I didn't play much of it. I just played maybe like a little bit.
No. Correction, RL. It's Donkey Kong Country. It's about the country, not the Donkey Kong.
Good point.
That's
That's a good
something
point.
really interesting that I found out recently about Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest, is a lot of people think it's Diddy Kong's quest, like it's his quest, but it's not.
Yeah, that was a misconception that I had for a while.
Yeah. I think we all did. But no, I mean number 3, man. Like I said, I think it was the black sheep
because they want the Conquest pun.
God! I just got that.
Yeah, Diddy's Conquest.
See, we're learning a bunch of punches that we didn't know as a kid. We're learning a bunch of things. No, but this one was called Dixie's Double Trouble, which I don't see where the
pun there.
Well, I don't know where the double trouble was. I think is it like 2 enemies? But no, it's still Captain K. Rool. Like he's still the enemy. But I did watch a bunch of playthroughs of this game. I recommend these couple is the YouTuber called Steven Plays. Him and his wife do a complete co-op playthrough of Donkey Kong Country 3, and it's pretty good, man. I recommend you guys watch that playthrough. But nah, man, Donkey Kong Country 3, like I said, it's the black sheep. I mean, like I said, I didn't play too much of it, so I can't really say a full review on it. But like, what? I mean, you guys can answer better than I can. But like, what went wrong? I don't think this game was a bad game, but like, what went wrong with this game compared to the other two? I feel as though the release of when it came out, because I think it was on the Super NES, was on its last leg. That's probably one of the reasons. But like, this game it didn't hit me compared to like 1 and 2.
I don't know. I was trying to figure that out.
A huge thing I didn't like, and I can say this because I played it recently, so like I know for a fact that I hated it, is you needed certain items to like upgrade your boat and like progress to the next area, but the game was not very clear about what you needed to do that. If that makes sense. So like you had to backtrack a lot and talk to NPCs in a platformer, and that just didn't feel right.
Mm.
And it was
Anybody want to piggyback on that?
I have nothing to say about this game because I've literally never played it.
I played it in high school, and I don't know, something just felt off, but I don't remember what I didn't like about it. I just
I don't
remember
think a lot of people like the new Kong that you played. What was his name?
Kitty.
I don't think a lot of people weren't a fan of him. Like he was another.
He's
DK,
Donkey Kong
like,
again. He's like not even the icon of the series, and he plays just as terribly as Donkey Kong did.
He really does. Like he really does. Yeah, even the bosses.
He didn't have a cool design. Like Diddy Kong had his hat and guitar. Dixie flew and had the guitar. He just looked dumb.
He was just a baby.
Back.
But I will say this. I mean, I don't know how y'all feel about it, but that snowman boss looked pretty cool, actually. Do y'all know what I'm talking about?
I don't remember.
I literally just played this like a few weeks ago, and I don't remember.
Let me show Jesse then, because I mean it looked pretty cool, you know. I mean, if I were to play, I'd probably be like, "What the hell am I doing right now?" But like, the boss fight looked pretty cool though. Let's see. Yeah, it was different. I'll say the least, but it's like okay. God, hurry up. What's it?
Oh yeah, the snowball fight. Yeah, I do like the bosses in this game overall. Like even the first boss is just like interesting, I guess. Like none of them are hard, but
the bosses felt different. Like I don't know how to say it. I'm just like,
I mean, they
were like a snowman. Okay, then no, there was a one where there was like a cave creature or whatever. You had to place a little baby elephant or whatever to fight the boss. I don't know, but listen, I respect them for going a different route though.
I would just like to show something real quick, and I can show it because of the way my capture card works.
You're trying to show.
So I found out that the way you do that thing that the guy was doing is hold on. If you just like press Y as close to the same frame as when you catch it, you'll like juggle him without losing air.
That's fun.
Really?
I love that for us.
I think the easiest way to pull it off is to just mash Y as fast as you can.
Could be.
Yeah, but that was different though. I wasn't expecting to go that route. It was different though. But all I say is not much to say about Donkey Kong Country 3 though. Like it just like did Nintendo. It's easy to forget about that game. Like you could tell somebody, oh, there was a third one. They're like, wait, what? There's a third one that came out? Because I was surprised to hear about it. I was like, wait, I didn't know there was a third one came out. I thought it was just 1 and 2.
Yeah, like, it is definitely forgettable.
It is, man. And even the way how you get the DK coins in this one was like you had to like. There's a guy named Coin that holds the DK coin. You have to throw a metal bear at him, and he has to get hit from the other side to get the DK coin.
I do like that, especially. Well, I like that definitely more than I like the what's it called? When they like put the things in the end of the level.
Oh, number 2.
Yeah, that was always super
Yeah,
frustrating.
I 100% agree to that. I 100% agree. I just didn't like how it was like pretty much almost like you had to memorize the pattern, but it was still like, yo, really? Like if I mess this up, I got to start all over again. Whereas this one, it's like but some of the things that you have to do it's pretty difficult. Like it's not just a simple throw the barrel, but sometimes you have to like throw it from a certain distance and then run over for the barrel to
Yeah, some
actually
of them
hit
were
them.
tricky, for
Mhm.
sure.
But number 3 was difficult though. I mean, from what I've seen in a couple of the levels, it's not an easy game. Like
I
it
think the
definitely
pacing
is.
was definitely better than the first one. I don't think it's as horrible as people say, but like the backtracking, just talking to NPCs, trying to figure out what flower I didn't pick up from somewhere, like it's just not what I'm looking for in a platformer.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's a bad game. Like I think it's a good game, but like it just didn't have that to it. That's like, yeah, this is done. It just, like I said, start off the character Kitty Kong. No one really liked him. Like he was bland. Like, I wouldn't mind having Diddy and Dixie again. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it was kind of like on this last like too. The Super NES was like on this last like until the N64 came out.
I think the
Which I think
N64 had released before the game launched too.
I can't confirm or deny that off the top of my head.
yeah, I think Corey's right about that. I think he's right.
Yeah, so the N64 came out September 20...
Make sure you're looking at North America because it might be different for us.
Yeah, September 26, 1996 in North America, and Donkey Kong Country 2 released
Donkey Country
on...
3 came out. Donkey Country 3 came out November 18, 1996.
Yeah. So the N64 had already launched at that point.
There you
Crazy.
go, right there. The timing of that was just
Bad.
yeah, I don't know why they would do that though. Like, why would you?
I mean, they canceled
Rele-
Star Fox 2 for that exact reason.
Yeah.
Ooh, mm-hmm. Yeah, that would have been a better. That would have been a better way to go. Honestly, like.
And the game's a little bit of a mess too, though.
Donkey Country 3.
No, Star Fox 2 is also a bit of a mess.
I never played a Star Fox game. Like you can't really play with Star Fox Adventures.
The original ones are not worth playing. They're kind of nauseating.
No, original ones. Are we talking about for the Super NES ones? Or for the
Yeah.
N64
Yes.
ones?
Yes.
No, I think from what I can understand, the N64 ones, like, you can go back and have a good time with that game.
Fine. It's not my thing, but like it's fine. It's playable.
My hot take, okay, this is really off topic, but on the topic of Star Fox, my hot take is that Star Fox Assault is my favorite.
It's what's your favorite? You're kind of like
Star Fox Assault.
That was actually the first Star Fox game that I actually owned.
I've played it recently and I still enjoy it.
And the multiplayer is fun too with that game. It is fun. Like I said, it was very fun. Star Fox Adventures was pretty much like a Zelda game, pretty much.
Yeah, Star Fox Adventures has the same issue that Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts has. It's a fine game, but like everyone hates on it because it's not Star Fox.
Because you're playing on foot, you're not in the ship. You're mainly on foot than the actual ship. But I didn't mind it. This is coming from me. I like the fight. I don't like to shoot as much. I like the fight, but I can see why fans didn't like that game because it really wasn't Star Wars. It was like a completely different Zelda game, pretty much.
It was so it started as an original game that ran on Ocarina of Time's engine, and Miyamoto, which I will go on record multiple times saying that Miyamoto is both the best and worst thing to happen to Nintendo. But he saw similarities between one of the protagonists and Fox and was like, "Hey, make this a Star Fox game."
True. But
There are sometimes There are some times when I've been playing a lot of ARAM on League of Legends recently, and I'll get these people who are playing like Master Yi or Viego or some like hard carry character where all they do is fight, and they get a million kills early on, and it makes them like carry the game basically. But then like it hits late game, and they're fighting on site every time, and they end up losing the game because even though they're really fed, they'll just get like focused and killed immediately, and so those people end up either carrying the game for us or making us lose the game. And that's how I feel about Miyamoto, because like everything at Nintendo has to be approved by Miyamoto, and it's really frustrating because like he has some really great ideas sometimes, and then other times he turns down really great ideas for no apparent reason.
Right.
Oh, yo, not to catch up. I don't know if you saw this Bramble Blast remake of like HD. You might have
Yes,
seen it
I
before.
did. I know exactly what you're talking about. I saw it like a few weeks ago.
Oh, I don't know.
It's not a real game. It's not a real
Was it-
game.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, it's not a real
He
game,
just-
but like,
but it's cool.
He just
It
was
wa-
like,
it
here's
was
what it
cool.
would look like if they did a remake.
I mean, it was pretty cool though. Well, this wasn't Bramble Blast. This was the level
This is the second
in
one, right?
in like the Krusty World level or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was still like very, very well done though. Honestly, I should have watched the top 10 Donkey Kong Country levels from Watch Mojo. I should have watched that video right there. But no, man, this was pretty dope though. And the music. I listen to this music for hours. Kind of lie. I think you guys agree with me too. I freaking hated Brawl's remake of this music. Oh my god! That
I will
No, I
fight
like-
you on this,
no,
RL.
no, okay, correct. Was it good? I liked it, but like this version, I gotta go with this version over the Brawl version. I'm sorry, like I can't, bro. I feel as though that version was better than Brawl's version. I not to say that Brawl was bad, but it was different.
It is different.
It's almost a lot different, man. Like, I just feel so I'm like, yo, like,
Okay,
I feel as though it was, like,
here's
too
my
different.
comparison. Here's my comparison. Okay, the original version is like the kind of song that you listen to when you get like stoned out of your mind and you're just like chilling, staring at the wall, thinking about space. Whereas like the Brawl version feels like an adventure. Like it feels very adventurous and upbeat.
I feel like I need to
really
listen
like
to the
that.
Brawl versions. I can't remember it.
I can send it in the chat.
Oh, you
I mean,
don't
I can
remember? You
look
don't
it
remember?
up,
Oh,
but I
I
just
can
don't
look it up
remember
right
the
now.
Brawls version.
Oh, okay. I can play right here. But do you want Corey? Do you want me to play the version that was like Fox and Diddy when they're on their adventure?
Is that different from the multiplayer version?
No, it's the same music, but like I just feel
Then,
so
yeah, that's
it
the one
kinda-
I'm talking about.
Yeah, it feels better when it's that one. Hold on. Let me take a look at it real fast.
Wait, hold on. While RL's doing that, I have discovered a new tech in Donkey Kong Country 2. Oh, wait, that's not. Yeah, there we go. Check this out. Ready? Oh, oh crap! Moonwalking.
Huh?
I'm
You're
moonwalking.
sliding backwards. It's
Oh,
choppy,
is it?
but- yeah, it's really choppy on our end, but I can see you
Yeah,
sliding
so-
backwards while crouching.
Yeah, I'm about to show Mason Brawl's version of it.
I don't know if it plays sound over this.
It does not. Unless the RL just had the audio off.
Can you guys not hear it?
No, I couldn't
No.
hear the last video you played either.
Dang, y'all can't hear. Oh, I thought they at least showed the audio of it. Y'all really can't hear it?
Nope. I
Nope.
guess I'll have to look it up later then.
Yeah, I mean, no. I mean, it definitely fits the mode. Like that, like what Corey was saying, like it's like an adventure and stuff like that. But like, I guess for me, I just like more like I just like relaxing music. More.
RL just likes getting stoned out of his mind.
Yeah, pretty much. Like pretty much. I love getting stoned. So
It's
nah, man.
illegal. You can't partake in the devil's lettuce.
Unless he goes to New Jersey.
There
No,
you go.
it's
Yeah,
medical. It's medical.
No,
Yeah,
New Jersey.
it's
This is recent.
it's legal.
But
in
there's
Jersey.
nowhere to buy it.
Oh,
So it's legal, but there's no one that sells it yet.
Yeah, no one that sells it yet.
My friend that lives
But
there
no,
made a joke about it.
but no. I mean, I think we pretty much talked about what we want to talk about. So, like, closing argument. Y'all think that two was everyone's favorite. We could all agree on that. Two is definitely still playable today. Now, for people that didn't grow up playing Donkey Kong as we did, they're not the 90s or babies or whatever like that. Would you recommend them playing Donkey Kong Country? And if so, which game would you recommend them playing first?
I think they should play 1, then 2, and probably skip 3. Like, without even thinking, that's my answer.
yeah.
Say it again. Say it again, Corey. I mean, Mason, you were like,
Play 1, then 2, and don't even think about 3. Like, it's not that 3 is bad, and like if they decide they want to play 3 on their own, and I'm not saying 1 then 2 because that's the chronological order. It's just 2 is better, and if you play 2 first, you're probably not going to appreciate 1 at all.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So I think you play 1, you probably won't beat it because you get frustrated that the game just cheats you out of lives constantly, and then just skip and then go to 2.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's pretty much it.
I completely agree with that.
Sarah had a really hard time playing Donkey Kong Country because there's a lot of like quality of life things that I don't think transition well to someone who's never grown up on it. Like,
yeah.
she got
That's
really
what-
frustrated with the fact
SNES
that-
games are just brutal in general.
Yeah.
So like they're not forgiving. I mean, the idea back then was we can only fit so much data on a cartridge, so we're just gonna make games short and hard to get you to play them longer. That's just how
Yeah.
it was. Arcade games were the same way. It's like we're gonna make this game short and hard, so you have
Yep.
to put more quarters in the machine. It's just
I was
that's how
like,
gaming
for
was.
example, when I was playing Mortal Kombat 2 earlier today, I was getting my ass kicked by every freaking CPU. Like, I literally said to myself, how many quarters were people spending? Not just Mortal
Can't
Kombat,
even
it's like
imagine.
old school arcade games, man.
Too many.
They robbed you of your money. But no, man, we grew up with a lot of difficult games right there, man. Like I said, they were not forgiven. It was rare to even find a game that even actually save. Like
Even easy
Another-
games, like the original Mario Brothers games, like they get really hard towards the end. Now you
Mhm.
can beat Odyssey blindfolded, like, and Odyssey's not a bad game, and yes, it does get hard with the post game content, but like it's not hard to just beat the game. Gaming's
it's not
changed.
unfair.
I guess it's like
Yeah.
it's not unfair, and the curve isn't like a freaking bell curve where like the 8th world is so ridiculously impossible. You spent 50 lives and you still haven't won.
Yeah. So
You
I
gotta
would almost say for someone who's looking to get into Donkey Kong who's never played, I would tell them to play Donkey Kong Country Returns. Just because I think
Tropical Freeze. Just play Tropical Freeze.
well, Tropical Freeze is on Switch, but I would almost say for them to play that because it's a lot more forgiving and it'll ease them into the concept of Donkey Kong better. And then if they really like that, I'd say I can play 1 and 2.
It's probably true.
I would say number 1, just to be like, hey, this is where it started. Like,
But I mean, if
for
you
me,
have online already, like it's on the Switch Online.
Yeah.
If you're already paying for Switch
Yeah.
Online, you have the game for
Mhm.
free.
yeah, like I said,
Sorry to
I
cut
always
you
feel
off,
as
but-
though it's always, always say it's always important to show homage to where the games came from. Like, even though there are a lot of games from back in the day that are unplayable, this game is still playable. But like I said, it's just difficult. You have to
For sure.
really take your time and also memorize the patterns, memorize where these images came from. Because I had to do a lot of memorization, which honestly, to this day, I'm surprised I memorized a whole lot of things when I was a kid from Vegas. Because I'm I literally study at a certain level, be like, okay, here's how I died. This is what I have to do next time to avoid death. Honestly, man, I'm not saying that we're hot shit, but it's we knew how to play games back in the day. Like we
That's
studied
still
the
me.
shit out of this stuff.
That's still me
what?
with Mario
What?
Brothers 3. I literally get into the first world and like skip the first block. Next one has a mushroom. In it, skip the next 3. The next one has a leaf. In it. Like I'm just like I have the whole thing memorized.
I
Yeah.
think what it comes down to is people who grew up playing video games, like as a kid, you didn't question things, you just did.
Yeah.
Whereas like if you didn't grow up playing video games, then you often like ask questions of why can't I do this? Why can't I do this? Why can't I do this?
I can see that, and I feel like that's why a lot of there was a lot of issues, and this is like a huge tangent, but like people had an issue with like Horizon Zero Dawn. It's like, why can't I climb this? Why can't I climb this? Nintendo has this game that's similar, and you can do whatever you want. So like, I think it's the same concept there.
Mm-hmm.
It is. I know it most definitely is.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah,
Was that
leave.
I like
leave-
Horizon Zero Dawn. That's one of my.
Yeah, I was
love that
nice enough
game.
that I didn't say Horizon Zero Fun. So like, now I said it. So
I love that game.
No, it's a good game.
Stop it, Mason. Before I had to go there and kick
I
your
just
ass over
tease
there.
it because it did so.
There's
much
gonna be no disrespect of Horizon Zero Dawn where I'm around. There's no disrespect for that game.
Sarah and I both beat that game separately because we liked it so much.
I'm not trying to like argue that Breath of the Wild is like the pinnacle of gaming though. So like, relax.
God, man. Honestly, man, I like that game, but like, I didn't love it. This period. I guess because I'm just not a Zelda guy. I honestly hated the fact that I could have run forever. The sprinting, it's like, oh, it's realistic. You can't climb everything forever. I'm just like, God dang it, man. Like, I get
I liked it because it wasn't Zelda. That's why I liked it.
That's kind of why
You
I
like
like
it
it
what?
too.
I liked it because it wasn't
'Cause it-
Zelda. Because I don't like Zelda games. Like I liked Majora's Mask because it was weird. Wind Waker was like, okay.
y'all gotta explain to me because I'm not a Zelda. Like, I'm not saying I hate this series, but like, you need to tell me how to say it's not Zelda. Y'all gotta.
Zelda's a dungeon crawler. What dungeons were there? Like shrines were not dungeons. It was not a replacement. A shrine was
Yeah.
just like, here's a little puzzle. Here you go. Like, I'm fine with that. Personally, I'm fine with that. But it wasn't a Zelda game.
I think they did their best job at translating the Zelda formula to an open world exploration game, but
Sure.
that doesn't make it a Zelda game.
Yeah, it just happened to have Link as the main character.
Yeah.
And if you guys don't like Zelda, go play Genshin Impact. It's pretty much the same exact game, just anime little girls.
It's
Except-
Weebs of the Wild.
Yes.
What of the one?
I said Weebs, but Waifus is probably more accurate.
Wait, okay, wait.
Breath
This
of the
name of
Waifus.
gaming called it Breath of the Waifus.
Waifus of the Wild.
Do you guys know what Himoto Umaru-chan is?
No, I'm not weeb enough for that.
Okay.
Kidding, but I have no idea what that is.
Let me
Jackass.
see. RL, can you put this up on the screen?
What's it called?
I put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat. Okay, hold up.
This is a complete tangent.
It's a Wikipedia page.
I think so.
I've
Did it come-
seen this. Okay. I'm gonna
Okay.
switch.
On my way home from Philly today, I saw a guy driving a car with this plastered on the side of the car, and it was like a nice sports car.
What was it?
You'll see.
I'm
Where's it
about
going?
to share. I'm about to share the screen right now.
I'm scared.
This is
You-
gonna remind
you
me
don't
of
have to be
somebody that I know
scared.
that they painted the car
Don't-
like lime green. It's all weebed out.
Don't be scared. Don't be
Oh
scared.
no!
All right, I'm right here.
Click on
Thing
the
on the
picture
right?
so that you can zoom in on it.
I don't get it.
So
Do you-
I
do you-
think- Is that
Okay,
I'm
so
trying.
the whole plot of the show is that there's this girl who like is like the popular girl at school where like everyone likes her and she's like the top student, gets the best grade and like is super cool and whatnot, and then she goes
Like-
home and she's like the absolute worst person in the entire world. She's like a massive weeb who does nothing but just drink Coke and eat Doritos and play video games. And she's like insanely annoying and rude.
And then you're gonna have your cosplayers gonna dress up as her all sexy and shit like that. But like, she's a fucking young girl. Why would you want to sexualize that character? Which a lot of girls do that, which bothers the fuck out of me. But not to change the subject though. Oh man, that's crazy. Nah, man. You guys have like any last? I said, pretty much touched base with a lot of stuff. We already talked about this for an hour, but like any, like last words you want to say? Guy, I know we already said like if we're gonna recommend playing this and the third, but like any like last words you want to say about Donkey Kong? How it impacts you today.
I
I
really
would say Donkey Kong Country 2 is one of my all-time favorite games. And like I mean I know it's kind of like a joke that I told Sarah that I wanted her and Harper to beat it if I ever was to pass away, but I told Sarah it is on my bucket list to 100% that game, and I really hope that Sarah and I do get a chance to do that.
yeah, like
I hope that video I showed you at Captain Carol didn't scare you too much.
It did, but I think I could power through it just because of how much I like Donkey Kong. However, I don't know if I'm going to be able to convince Sarah to power through that. That's the thing.
Yeah,
She gets through it a lot faster than I do.
Jess, here's what I'm gonna do. Not tell you right now. I'm gonna share the screen. Subscribe to this couple's YouTube channel. It honestly reminds me of you and Sarah. If y'all were to do a playthrough, follow this guy. Steven Plays. Him and his wife they've done all Donkey Kong Country playthroughs, and they 100% all of them, not just 100% 1, 100% 2, 100% 3. You know what I mean? Like they did it all. So I recommend you follow them and just watch their Donkey Kong Country playthroughs. Like they are a lot of fun.
Can you share that into our messenger chat?
Yeah. I'll share the screen. I'll copy
that. I want to beat that game with Sarah, and then I also want to 100% Super Mario Sunshine, because Sunshine was the first video game her and I played together. So I've got a lot of good memories from that.
And we still need to
good
finish.
luck with that.
And we still need to finish Super Mario 3D World. Just to let you know.
Yeah.
So
what was that, Corey?
I said good luck with that.
Yeah, we got stuck on the pachinko and then that one Yoshi level at Rico Bay.
Have fun at the last level trying to move that freaking boat.
Well, we did beat it. We just never. I wanted to 100% it.
Okay. So, Corey and Macy, I guess have any last words on Donkey Kong? And actually, what's gonna be our next topic anyway? Our next game.
I guess my last words is that I think this game is easily one of my favorite platformers that isn't Celeste. At least as far as like classical platforming games goes. I think this game has like a really good sense of speed to it. It's really obviously I'm not like anywhere near speed like professional speedrunner level, but like even as a casual player, like what makes this game so much fun to me is trying to get through this game as fast as possible. It's like the levels just have like this really good sense of flow to them.
Yeah, I agree. I was going to say something similar. I pretty much don't even touch any platformers anymore because I don't think that I'm just not able to have fun with anything that's not Donkey Kong Country, including 3 and like Mario Brothers 3. Like anything else, I play for, I don't know, shits and giggles. Like I'll play Mario 2, but like I don't think it's like anything close to DK Country 1, 2, 3 and Super Mario 3. Like I think those are just like the pinnacle of platforming. Like that's the bar. Like nothing. If it needs to be better than DK Country 3, and that game does get a lot of shit, but like I think that's the standard. Like that's nothing can be worse than that.
Mm-hmm. True. I mean, my closing argument is that not argument, but like. Yeah, and if people disagree with this on this, then they can slap in the face. But Donkey Kong Country 2 is definitely a Hall of Fame game. That's definitely a Hall of Fame for me. Hall of Fame without a doubt. Like I said, the difficulty, level design, the music, it's like top tier platformer game, top tier Nintendo game, top tier Super NES game, top tier game in general. Like I said, it still holds up to this day, which is very important. It is very, very important. And before I go, I just want you guys to know, if you guys are not doing anything on Saturday night, getting people together to talk about E3, because E3 is currently going on right now. And by the time Saturday comes along, E3 will already be over. So I did want to do an E3 discussion. I want you guys to join. And Corey, like as always, Corey works till like 8:30 or whatever. So like whenever Corey gets
Mario
home
plus
from work,
Rabbids got more DLC. Who's excited?
Wait, it got
what?
a sequel.
Or is it a sequel? I don't know. I haven't
Yeah,
looked
it's
at
a
it.
sequel.
I just saw it on YouTube. I was like, why is this a thing?
What's a sequel?
I mean,
sequel?
those games are good. It's just weird.
It's just XCOM. It's Mario XCOM.
Oh yeah.
Why is it a game? I don't even want to talk about it. Before I said anything, I just saw it on YouTube today and was like, God, E3 is going well so far.
I think those games are fine. They're just a dumb idea because nobody cares about Rabbids anymore.
Truth.
Pretty much. I mean, I think the biggest thing they're talking about right now is Elden Ring right now, but I know
Yes!
Halo. Which
Sorry,
honestly,
I'm really excited about that game.
Yeah, I had never played a Dark Souls. It's made with people from Dark Souls, right? Or the similar thing or whatever.
It's the same people, so it's likely going to be. It looked like it was going to be a cross between Sekiro and Dark Souls, which Sekiro is also made by the company, so makes sense. But
everyone's been talking about that game. Like it's been going on for like a long time, and I think it was the perfect time to show it.
Yeah, well, because the game was originally announced in 2019, so it's been 2 years since the game was originally announced, and we literally got no information on the game since it was announced. So people were just really antsy because it had been a while since the game was announced.
Do you think part of it's due to COVID?
Yes, the game was absolutely delayed due to COVID.
Okay.
I think if COVID wasn't a thing, it would be out. It would have been out this year. Probably early this year.
Most likely. But no, man. What do you guys think, guys, for joining me today? Before we go, what's gonna be our next topic? Like kart racing games in general, or are we just talking about just one kart game in particular?
We can do card games.
So like
I
don't think there's a ton to say about any particular one, honestly.
Yeah,
like, even ones that you really like how much can you really say?
I could probably say quite a bit about Crash Team Racing, but I think it's probably better to do all of them.
Yeah, like I can say a lot about Double Dash, Diddy Kong, Mario Kart, even Crash CTR. Grant, I have the Nitro Fuel, which is oh my god, freaking amazing. But no, that'll be our next topic, and Leah will definitely have to join us for that one. Like I said, now this is where I need all 5 people right here. I'm gonna need all 5 people for that one. So we'll discuss that in our message box. But no, hope you guys can join me on Saturday night. We're gonna talk about E3 because there's gonna be try to probably have not just us, but I told a couple other friends too. Like I can have up to 10 people on here, so we might have a full house on Saturday.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it on Saturday. It is Father's Day weekend.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. It depends.
Yeah, and as you know, I'm a father, so.
Yeah, same.
You're a father. You're a dad.
I'm kidding.
Father to who? Your waifus?
Yes.
Oh no. You
God,
can't father your
I hate
waifus. That's
that.
weird.
I hate that word.
I can protect.
You're gonna break RL.
Hey man, I'd rather hear waifu than freaking hear hentai. Fuck that shit. I don't know why people fucking watch that shit. I'm sorry, but like, it's just I don't mean to say subject, but like hentai is.
And on that note, click.
All right, good night, everyone.
I gotta eat dinner. I'm hungry as hell right now. All right, but no, guys, thanks for joining me. Like I said, if you guys can join me on Saturday night, that'd be great. Because like I said, it'll be the weekend where E3's over. I don't want to wait weeks later to talk about when it's already been 2 weeks or whatever.
Irrelevant at that point.
What's up, Mason?
It'd be irrelevant at that point. You have to do that right away.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I mean, if you guys are busy, completely understand that. But like, if you guys can join me Saturday night, that'd be dope. And I know, guys, thanks for joining me today. Like I said, I'm hungry as hell, so I'm gonna get going right now. But anyone, if you guys missed this live stream, I will post this on Anchor, just audio version, and this shit will be on YouTube too, and it'll be on Facebook as well too. So, if you guys missed the live stream, you guys can watch that. So, anyway, like I said, guys, thanks for joining me tonight. Y'all have a safe night, be safe, and hopefully I'll see you guys on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all have a good night, everybody. I'm gonna eat some food.
Oh, RL, one other thing. I wouldn't mind doing a video on like our favorite indie games because I feel like that's something we could do to support small
Grills.
It makes it. I think
Maybe
all
talk
of
about
us
our
could
favorite.
like talk for hours about an indie game that we really love.
Dude, Corey's face was like ready to have a heart attack just now.
Because I can talk about Celeste, because Celeste is like one of the most meaningful pieces, not just of video games, but one of the most meaningful pieces of media ever for me.
I think it would be
No,
a
we
really
get
good
into that.
discussion.
No.
Also,
no.
I just recently beat One Shot, and that was another game that was like really, really life changing for me. And so I could like give a shout out to that game because that game is absolutely incredible.
We'll do that, man. We'll definitely do that, man. Like I said, we'll discuss it in our group. So, everyone, like I said, thank you guys for joining us tonight. Like I said, if you missed this live stream, it'll be on Facebook, YouTube, Anchor, and my Anchor podcast. So, everyone, y'all be safe, take care, and we're ending this broadcast.